Hi there, Jeff at Tone. Hey, it's Friday, and that means it's time for another episode of Shitty Album Fridays. Again, if you're new, this is not a series about bad records. It's a series about albums, whether they're on vinyl or not, that you just really love, that aren't necessarily audiophile records, that you just love to listen to. No matter what you play them on, they're just favorites. So they're kind of guilty pleasures. As always, our show is brought to you by the folks at YG Acoustics and Verify Audio. So anyway, now I guess the lunchbox gives it away. Today's segment is about Kiss. Now, if you grew up, when I grew up, there's a pretty good chance you might have been into Kiss. I mean, I went to the first Kiss Alive tour way back when. And, I was kind of a crazy Kiss fan ever since. I mean, back in that period in rock history, I was going to see Deep Purple, Uriah Heep, a lot of bands that were, Robin Trower, a lot of bands that were, pretty heavy rock. Even, I think back then the word heavy metal hadn't even been invented yet. But, back in that time period, a lot of those bands started to get pretty self-indulgent live. You were getting 10-minute guitar solos, 10-minute drum solos, 10-minute bass solos. I mean, unless you're listening to Jaco Pastorius or Stanley Clarke, for me, 10-minute bass solo is pretty hard to deal with. Chris Squire, yes, okay, you've probably got your favorite. But anyway, I digress. Now, you might think, that being said, that Kiss Alive is probably going to be my guilty pleasure. And yeah, I still do really like that record. But here's the guiltiest of all. What have we got here? Kiss My Ass. Now, if you don't know about this is an album of Kiss covers. And, you're either going to love this or hate it. It starts out, Lenny Kravitz does Deuce, Garth Brooks, Hard Luck Woman, Anthrax does She. I mean, that's just the first 3 tracks, and it goes from there. And if you are a Kiss fan, Garth Brooks has mentioned that Kiss is one of his biggest musical influences. So there you have it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't played this in a while on vinyl. I think this one is even, oh yeah, red vinyl. How kick-ass is that? So anyway, give this one a try. And you can probably find a copy on Discogs for, I bet you can find one for $6. And you don't even have to commit that far. You can stream this and give it a try. See what you think. You might be amused. You might think it sucks. You might think it sucks anyway. So what else can I tell you? So thanks again for stopping by. Hope you listen to some good music this weekend and get a little time to relax. We'll see you next week.